Ale Fonsaje de Ale Fonsaje Muna dabo sanka baluo Mbe useni dabo julalema Julo ka man la maje Ni aja man la maje Suluo simbene da Useni mansata Alale ya mansandi Mbaro da bodima Mbaro da bodima Numukunda da bodima Alale bate jola Mansole bate jola Aye Gambia bondi bata kono Imaje molu bele se wota
Yo, assalamu alaikum, mbal kontona itikola bantaba. Excuse me, mbal kontona itikola bantaba bi Aramisa Longo, November Karotilo, the 20th of November 2025. Rather late edition of Current Affairs show on YouTube and Bantaba on the three networks, Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok. Mbal kontona. So kontondrote mela back about so kutale in Europe. It's 26 past 9 in the UK now. And it's obviously past 10, 26 past 10 in most parts of Europe. Balbe kontona baba bake bal jaila. I think my TikTok is playing up. Let me see. Not TikTok is playing up. Okay. Balbe kontona bake. Mel joined on TikTok. TikTok I'm seeing some names here, interesting names. But there we go. That's the luxury. This is the beauty of freedom. Freedom of speech. Social media is interesting. Got on TikTok or you see all sort of names on TikTok. Malcontana on European Bantaba and current affairs solar. It's really chilling weather in Europe right now. Very cold, freezing in the UK. Temperatures reached -6. Wow. Yesterday and today in the minus. Very cold weather. Welcome Labake. Canal welcome Kachatum Famata Domandim because I was busy with other stuff. Abemo Banku do quality. Particular do column. The last couple of days really been busy. Man times I can bantaba. So I'm going to program dinka legendro. Bankola ku kacha. Be denta menna. Ba banko mbele dentala. Kacha nyimbuka bang. Molbe diamo kane whether UDP online bantaba nata or not. And this is the luxury and really is actually good because right now a lot of Gambians are talking. Social media space enlarged the Amlal theater, different perspectives. So when you stroll through social media space, you hear divergent views on Gambia. But that's the beauty of democracy. Beledenta bankola nga diamo. Mboka manglana ni buba hawa si yuri kon lay bantaba. Tay alhamis ñaari fukki fan ci wéri November. Dafa xala guddi nag waaye dinañ am programme fii because jëg nañu ñëw si plateforme yi nuy naa leen ñaanal suma bopp ak ñaanal suñu njaboot yi ñaanal aji juuti yi ñaanal suñu réew Gambie yàlla jaama yàgga fa lu ma doon wax si soose mooy léegi moom social media space bi dafa yaatu programme si bari nañ si TikTok bi programme si bari nañ si léegi Facebook moom dafa mel ni TikTok bi daf ko daaneel. A few platforms in your Facebook. A lot of people go on TikTok, which is good. And a lot of Gambians are talking. We all have right to talk. Domiro buneka am nga right sa droit pour nga wax ci sa rew. Helati mënu ñoo nek bena obviously, and there is nothing like wrong or right opinion. Everybody suggests ngay wax. Waye lu gëna am solo rek ñun yëpp dañ bëgg suñu rew. We should all love our country. and we should all work towards bringing good governance in our country. So it's important that no matter our differences, what we share it together. I don't think there's any Gambian or there's any Gambian who love his or her country who would wish for Gambia not to develop. No, I think we all want Gambia to go forward. And I think that is the common denominator that binds us together. How we do it, foofu la difference bi nekk. ñeneen ñi dañ gom ne diw sangam moo ko war a def ñun ñu nekk UDP ñu dañ gom ne ñun ñoo ko mën a def ñeneen ñi tamit fii la ñoom ñoo ko mën a def léegi the proof of the pudding is in eating, and that's why multi-party democracy system bi dafa allow pour ku nekk nga dem jaay sa agenda, you know, su fekkee ne voters yi gom lañ la ñu jox la seen karta so amee majority then you govern ñu jox la 5 years nga mën a rule. So wolom bankoti democracy nakate diatale democracy man ñana na la sonko la democracy man ñana la ñu kajafo la ni nga molje ka ñu neng e ka ñu kajafi democracy dengam ra be mu ignorance lati be mu faham lom baliyalati momo ka kumol fay ñu kan democracy kuma dimindi wol ma fo ka ñu ka debate democracy wonen debate le nada fo nga debate because momo la miranye yafo kuloni hormo ko bara man nyana la kuma dimindim fola kuma dimindi mo fota dame rek democracy te be mu faham rom baliyalati ntela jero tam fana be na jero le foka bari bimbe diamola briefly about ya jamela ko adiamo siata bake mbediam la laji usinu dabo interview min ke diamo IEC ke dandala ma video nyim play la janne. That was a very powerful message from the UDP leader directed at the IEC, the Gambia Independent Electoral Commission. They contributed a lot towards the impasse that happened in 2016. In as much as Mboka agree with Yaya Jammeh, I agree with him in that regard. IEC messed up in 2016. That left to that confusion. Because the results are announced, announced Fananku mistake or Ketalewe, Jammeh Musa Kamfandi, Jammeh Musa Tadaka election annul. And how is that Jammeh Musa cannot come to terms with the fact that he is no longer the president of the Republic of the Gambia. But Ndebugam Dabula Jammeh Musa la na baliato. That's between him and Adamo Barrow. Ndol UDP ngola nganda bondiji. Ndol kundul handal ndol le mune jale kunda sonkoto bawo Adama Barrow le tamata jan tembu atata fo kalilaya nal haftan green ani fatu babaro nal luneto dunta itata kalilaya ko tata ya jame le korlale to o be pour que ya jame nyaanyini ke ya jame dekeya pour APRC le support so sa mbi ni wolbe ñoo sabala minalale ni natambe arrest la ndol la mu hajule biji ndola lu garal nga singa na nyamburo muta ndol mo xani ndew waxa intela hajuti ji Yaya Jammeh has got 10 more days according to our proclamation, because ikako ikaga bina November every day is mine. So nga do fana moy from the grapevines na friend do la men and the APRC ngo do la ma ko ñew ko Yaya Jammeh na on the 28 le nga okay nga Gambia airport over yellen but I'm as somebody who is a critical thinker you can never say never, but the moment international relations wrong, let's think outside the box. Former president of the Gambia, Mealongo, controversy surrounds his name, Yaya Jammeh, whether you like it or not. And look, I am not trying to, I know APRC folks will not be happy with me, but this is Sheikh Husedele on Beautiful Line Banter. I speak my mind, but I do it objectively. More disrespect, but I will speak my mind and what I say it. Okay. Ngadiamo Jamal Lemoy TikTok from APRC folks. But come on, Yaya Jammeh is not an ordinary person. He has controversy all around his name. And that person cannot just board a plane in Equatorial Guinea without the approval of the government of Equatorial Guinea. Number one, they would have to approve for him to leave the country because asylum diala. And at all bank. So they would have to validate for him to leave. And that would have to be done to the government of the Gambia. The government of Equatorial Guinea cannot just allow Gambia to board an aircraft to go to Gambia without communicating to the government of the Gambia. I'm just giving you what happens in international diplomacy circles. I'm not going to be drawn into this ping pong on social media, on TikTok. I'm looking at the realities of the situation, what happens in international diplomacy. If it was an ordinary person like Sehu Sedili, UK government cares less when I'm leaving the UK to go to the Gambia. But somebody of interest, Yaya Jammeh is a person of interest. Okay, in international circles, I don't think that is Mose or dispute. No, he's a person of interest. Is he not a person of interest? He's a person of interest, right? No? He's a person of interest. If you understand what that means, a person of interest in many fronts cannot just board a plane, in my view, and then go on. But the man said he's coming. Well, now from tomorrow it will be 9 days. The clock is ticking. So we shall wait. He has right to go to the Gambia. It's his country of birth, I think. And I think no one should take away his right. Gambia. But he's a person of great interest to the international community. And I just want to digress a little bit. No matter how some of us see him, other people will continue to love him, and it is their right. But when I hear people comparing Yaya Jammeh to Captain Ibrahim Traoré, I laugh. I really laugh. Seriously, that is laughable. Number one, Captain Ibrahim Traoré I don't think will buy a mansion in the United States. I don't think he would. And if he does, I would be surprised. So a Pan-African will not go and purchase a $3.5 million mansion in the Western world. The Western world that you constantly castigate. What is wrong with us? When I hear people say, yeah, Jammeh has the same vision like this, but this man went and spent $3.5 million at his Potomac residence. That's not an opinion. That's a fact. I don't think Burkina Faso leader will do that. So, Mamira Monyan Takol comments. But in Kenya, you be TikTok like jelele. Sometimes, look, it is sometimes very interesting to visit Gambia social media space. You don't TikTok auto. It's good for your health. Personally, I listen to people. We have one thing I would say, Gambia, we have a long way to go. I keep saying that. We have a long way to go. Some of the views in Gambia and TikTok auto outrageous, to say the least. Outrageous. People, up to now, people don't know the difference between the TRRC and the Jade Commission. One established by an act of parliament, and the other one was set up under the powers of the president, the constitutional authority vested in Adama Barrow Commission of Inquiry. And the act of parliament, the order for the TRRC could have a legal mandate. All right? It was not a court of law. It was no. But Janet Commission had powers, had the legal powers, even on these assets of Yaya Jammeh, a powers dealer. So there's a variance between the two commissions, but a lot of people go onto social media. And one thing that we are not good at, a lot of people don't research. They just go with the hearsay. Karikoteng. I am just starting my program. This is not my main topic. I'm trying to go into the civic education because at the end of the day, I feel sorry for my country. Yeah. Today I was talking to a colleague of mine. Atemo Angalewalt. Barakata Gambia. And we are talking about my country, Gambia. I think you guys were jubilant in 2016 because you finally removed Yaya Jammeh from power. Akonyoko, how is the situation in Gambia now? It's gone from bad to worse. Akonyoko, you must be kidding. I thought you guys have democracy now. Yes, we have so-called democracy. We have a leader who is power drunk and he wants to stay for another 20, 30 years. Akonyogo, no, that can be. Ngago, that's what is happening. Ngago, right now, he is doing this so-called Meet the People store. $58 billion is for 52 billion for 58-year budget. But I'm sure Jammeh Musa Adama Barrow is going to spend even 70, 80 billion, because what we should understand is National Assembly will budget this. Adama Barrow will go and spend way more than that. Niwole 50 billion budget. Adama Barrow can go and spend 80 billion. Kaira etinya. National Assembly buka kumandi, ibuka reprimand, ibuka fenke. Adama Barrow free flow le diara ne men diata ay convoy bayal sika amad baye ta kuma kuntangol foje may fati yata ta politician attack abe kuma kuntangol fola bawo may fati do kude may fati bu may fati he doesn't have a job mandara kamolaka may doesn't have a job unless he is self-employed makalamuta. So Maila Doku right now is to do everything to make sure that Adama Barrow yala presidency retain, because at is a balloon wala nyama. So asita Honorable Sidia Jata attack. Sidia Jata, Honorable Sidia Jata last samato wala office attack my fatiti. Manjuto ala de. Nana moral compass lambe wala. So pour que compare for is an insult to Honorable Sidia Jata. Honorable Sidia Jata and Honorable Halifa Saleh, you can disagree with them, but these people yela integrity maintained, because even Jawara la Mansakunda nim palasolom ya jame branata ministerial appointment or dinu like offerle to be ministers, they rejected. Coalition government, they rejected. But they lalongo minu wasatale. So being my party, out of desperation, akakata akafo nyin keba jimbe mena kumofola keba jangolom. You understand? That's the lowest of the low. Adama Barrow kuma kalantam for the malala nyin toto. But look, Yalande, Bantaba, you know, one I will tell you guys, maybe I'm not going to be cup of tea for a lot of people this time. But really, I do my programs in the way I want for the benefit of our country. I don't believe of the false illusion. I'm a realistic person. Realism, you don't give yourself false hope. Yes, Barrow some places among crowd shuttle. That's a fact. But some places Barrow a crowd shuttle. Ngavo Barrow mota norma. Hey, Gambia is a very unpredictable country. Namolje ka low for Barrow for more nyanta idonna Barrow e silo kambang. Naba nyama Barrow into la banko tinya nyami. Beyond comprehension, Adama Barrow. Ay na banko bele dundi nyokono. Economically, socially, nana comment to uniting the country, zero. Ay banko gana divide. Justice for the victims, nada. Economically, Gambia is gone down the doldrums. So Barrow, atebe titare kamena la wolon siloti. Ha, nga silale ka jana, nga silol doku janale, nga fenke ka janale, nketa janale. Anen kam yanda Gambiano la na fulola. Because of this nonsensical constitutional provision, me alanga nyanta bala loi bukotole, this Meet the People store, because amanto na fa fenna, adama ka beke campaign na, but he's hiding behind that, ha constitutional assembly na, ngada banku be ayo. So nin ka reform na sila rek, Barrow will go twice. Kata beke campaign oti. Amad babu kadi amun tourism la. Amad bani no, Amad Baba tourism le saying. Atemo local government net. Yes. Because nganyene la portfolio la le bam. Amad Ba is local government. Amad Ba be molu hani ndi kanne kanko mol ka mele ko mel manke gangi di moti kana funda. Akoy funti ya taita kaito nyini. Look at this Gambia la local government minister men nyantan to la citizenship na banku di nyanta ya ka protect. You think Senegal la ministre même marté la banko la local government wo be diam lo si bakafo lundangole ko alta kata nyala kana sila no ata fola ko al banko kanule itaje la banko sobe to de bari ne mansa kunda so to me alonko all that they are held bent on is to retain and continue to rule the Gambia police continue ka yanda Gambia la nafula ka Gambia la nafulo puchu patch men diate rek at the detriment of the country. And the near banko dingol for non soto. Many alonko they are not looking at that more serious issue. But all the malbe sonkola. If the malbe kumul fai kan nyokan. Well, I think Barrow is having a field day in government. Yes. Ndeka men duwa dorong. 2026 is different. In 2026, me along 1 year to election, we have a dramatic paradigm shift in the approach. Because whatever Nyim Banko save la. Otherwise, we are doomed. We are already doomed. But it will become even much more grave for our country. You meet the people to Barrow kuma kalantando. Barrow is not saying anything progressive. Wolu fongaja comfort among do level wol they demanded for projects. Ako wolu nyanta tela do ko le follow appreciate la. As if Barrow is doing favor. Yani kartefai la le fonga me for respect because atol le Barrow sindije. So ni Barrow kana ka comfort ol bulu. Ha janal ben nyini ngala project kutol la nyanda nanyi project kotol le follow appreciate la. Wada diata kanjo la jato tide. Adiata Adama Barrow la kambe carte fay laltide atol le Barrow sindije but I mu fahamulom reality. So right now Gambia is divided. The Yaya Jammeh factor is there. No, Gambia, we are a rare breed of people. You know, so sometimes I sit down when I sometimes I'm gonna bantaba. I sit down and Gambia social media space GB. I say God save this country. Seriously, God save us. We are in a serious mess. If anybody is downplaying the mess we are in, well, you need to think twice. And then I want to bank me along yeah, former president me Gambia I banko mara for 22 years. Still he is relevant. Whatever Kegan Gambia. Na ba nyamaga ya Jammeh should not be relevant in a political discourse today. Ngo ye banko mara hani sanji tanga kanyanda. Sadawda kayra ba jawra mbarin malo almani moni ko forkela bar biraba da pawa nata sila la njamburo muta halon ko ala ya harje o banne ala president ta sita mantra ngiti kan ha mbembo la president ala le kamolo threaten kamolo fenketeng you know what, but this is happening and some people are supporting him. Ni APR singol diam de TikTok to je ka ko to nya be to le bulu ha ni diam raja iko to nya be to le bulu ikon told the rest of us are wrong. But in the mbakala fika na time waste from porque Jammeh la nyin na baliana la like I said before atura ni Adama Barrow lebu Jammeh ka binale Barrow kana na ta ba arrest lali so say we watch the game and see how things will unfold ha because December what I buy la de ni alama ale very soon we will say bye bye to November same time so just 10 days we will know who is actually Jumala bala kango timmandila ha ngalon kukelinde abe kole yalale. But let me move away from Jammeh Musa and talk about Gambia political land space right now. Mfele saying nkana nyatel in 2026 alama benio sila makera. This is a much talk about 2026 as 2021 was much talk about. Barona la molo be carte sunya ya datile ni Amad Baga lo podium moto ka fo mole ko hal kana sil altaleta kayto nyini al attestation odi because ibe jikri nyin drone la pour que election win sunya ro drone because baroya lo ne ko Gambian olu fo modol mel yalo ko they are just blind loyalist wala be karto fayla baroye bare momo e Gambia je ngana la kejel Ahmed Jite no we like Gambia sometimes a joke. Somebody who said he has what Ahmed Jite kay money degree la soto in engineering or whatever. Go. Let me just laugh a bit. K-Dong, is fine. Mobe ke do neni kontanda. Dongo mangen de la problem dide. Bari ite ke ba ko do ba ka ponan Canada. Au lieu de Gambia ka rang silo kan kake donc barole. Subhanallah. Malaita la karamo ina fa menna. Sako mo me alongo yoku mo bele bari mantra jam falaji because ngo birinda nga video je njeletale ko dega Gambia ka mo sifa be bari along it's just sad. Tubabu du jam ye jumale je abe lola silo kan akaki dom prime minister le ngo dolbe defa ni wala leader sol be tamela ba mol jam mol ke la baluwo mol yole haajo soto bari te ke kanon ba hetre donc kam fe katara pit ke jo barole ko je Gambia so called elites dega Gambia kusika ko banko ka jahlo wartan. But then now I want to focus. I will keep talking about this. And while I'm being a factual interview with Alhaji Senu Dabo Lamoy, there is one point that is important. The need for us to unite. Modole konyoko shehu ite katula fola le ko nyanta unite la le bari intolo killing sake baro boy indi nole. Ngai ko mbete respond la banta bali. Let's be realistic. Ning playing field level playing field. UDP will beat Barrow hands down. There is no doubt about that. But the playing field is not level. So, mol nyante mira wollo. IEC manke fair referee. Kabrin 2021 IEC man killing. Registration all kettle outside the normal registration period. Attestation of BJL Barrow already is relying on attestations. Alkalo sefolu diam to the science sefolu men ko itol they will be loyal to Barrow. Na sefo do mo ya ko Barrow la take sefoti atebe loyal la Barrow la. Yes, a sefo diam ta during the mid people to. Ako Barrow la take sefoti show atebe loyal la Barrow le. Ako ning ate nimme la fo la ya ote ya bondi sefu ya. So nka position o mental la jam. We have to be realistic ko Barrow already ate comme nimol ko on max. Ate wuto datle already. So we have if everybody yetariable kate sabang. Because nin fairness beji, nin toro feta. Albania taka wuto nyola la everybody. So nin memfolo nin tariata wole ka festa, right? But nin baro folo boro dati nin dol manglo. Anu referee ni umpire ni abla to allow to happen. Wol be kekan Gambia election. Ibe ID card di kam. IEC man telling attestation be kekan kodolu be dealer politics of inducement state leaders have that advantage. So what I'm from dol opposition we are disadvantaged mo jama bu ke mira ñu dola because dolu bi je wolni euphoria le kata Africa election buka tilling anana man tilling ni momo ke mira be tilling na le ke fon le nene. We can try to mitigate it, can minimize. But ibuka be stop no 100%. Fundangol bi jele foy dum fundangol bula dolto ibuko ni fundangol be sukino. Wala dina ndol wala na strength be dameng wolon we come together. We have to come together. And this reluctance, I will keep saying is this reluctance of some of the opposition to rally behind United Democratic Party. You never Gambia targeting de la coma. Yalong nkale kontemo realistic person neti. Ni atara no bi parti dole sembo so de UDP di Gambia. Mbafala UDP ngole ni ko alenga song bambu ñu coma. Ba UDP lele number so soto. Ni ofo moduli ake kamfale. Bare naba nyama ñun party will be on a rally UDP in Barrow Bondi. I hope that will happen. And the way we can do it, until militant solo, melbe online into leba trial and make sure we make that job easy. Today, Gambia should be more important than our egos. Because Gambia first, make our level. Near Momo Diam like Gambia first. Man Gambia la gis. Gambia lamula. Man set holomali. So speaking of Gambia engagis. Fatel whatever bots that you have. There is no perfect institution here. Some people say, oh, UDP bot. But which party doesn't have a bot? Let me ask you. Oh, UDP man duma mo UDP bot ni ak li. Why holal si party yep. Ban party nga mënut a gis Gambia nga ne waaye lii ak lii. One ma benn party. There's no perfect party in that country. Any party nga gis in the lands, you will find a fault somewhere. And I also going to find fault, right? When PASTEF was supported by the Senegalese opposition, was PASTEF perfect? I'm sure there were some Senegalese who had issues with PASTEF. Nyene Nisa, then Tumalon, now Prime Minister Sonko, Usman Sonko, the then opposition, the leader of PASTEF, ne niti fitna la, dafa buga indi fitna Senegal, dafa buga tal réew mi. Lolo ta luma tal luta mangi indi di, amul ben institution bo xamne dafa perfect. UDP, and UDP, we cannot claim to be perfect. Ndeni Narajam, I will be very objective in my analysis. Yes, we cannot claim to be perfect. But likewise, there is no political entity in the Gambia which can claim to be perfect. That's why you do give and take. But the fact of the matter, the indisputable fact that nobody can actually rubbish that. UDP is the most formidable opposition in the Gambia today. Coalition o men nyanta sotola. Alaji Usenu Dabolo nyanta ka coalition lead. Ntede nyanta la position oti. He is the leader of the party with the numbers. Atele nyanta ka coalition lead nga baro bondiji. So mbe appeal to all the opposition. Alena kumumuta salam, almana kumumuta salam. Anu manyintala nyimfoka nko because I'm in UDP. Hanatoro no mbe freedom wato mena independent ticket or many na fola. Because the reality of the situation, Gambia banko kasaratale. Nko, really, nte sometimes buka believe ko Adam alone na president. Manjutu ala de. Because I struggle to come to terms kafoko Adam Barolo la president. Ali Barola Kaliba GB, Ali Barola intellect GB, Ali Baro GB. He doesn't even prioritize the needs of the country. Bango na fulo di la million talulu ni feng. Equator ini banko dingoli kacha banko la problem ola. Ite mantra o fokan bari kuma kalantango dorong. Honorable Suleiman Sahole ko mul kana nan naja. How does that benefit the country? Weba badi bunkol na falang nela. Malawi la president keba membeno nje yo bondi jele keba do na tajang teninteng ha alkanaf karto fay dindingol ye. How does that benefit Gambian people? And we debate the karto fila, you were in your 50s. But in Tolanyim Banko ntenga Gambia Banko fong nga Gambia Banko la ko ngabe analyze the sita sign. I know. Mfarang nilondolong Gambian ko nga kujamale kalamtaji. We are one of the most selfish people on this planet. How many times long over Bantaba? And that's indisputable. We are overly selfish. Dol Gambiano. Hey, how about you work selfishly? But in Toltakalanda Tambile. Today, Baro Mambango Samano. But he's been selfish because I think na fireman sort of President Yara. Mba balunula free. Be $500,000 is every month. Abuka tax job. Abe puju pajalan ala broda sol fong ni wol bita muso nyini la fong akana soja rolta. Everything free for him. Ateke mira o diala ko banko hanata ngabe dundim whatever ntebe sila janne motente bondela jang, and in fact I will use the state resources to come from emboldening. selfishness. Ye Western world je ni tata yaje ko nyaton kol yaje ko ndete nyim banko sambalano voluntarily font le resign akata to la prime minister jammu so nyum biranara tuba molo ngoti bela lon ko banko boto kuliyata da banko satalano a resign to resist nak nata afongola nata ko no nyim banko nta sambalano African president je lebo kelano get a prime minister of lucrative position o menga ko prime minister of Great Britain ite futa toto imam banko samano e fongo nata voluntarily he resigned te konte nyim banko sambalano ale mo samana memba sambala yalo mu record lati baroma banko sambano lazy yes lazy trust bari baro fela man banko samano 9 years sai ako akanara 5 years lejini and afunga alon kam banko samano you had the lives of Dr. Ismaila Cisse because wol faransa ila kubebe beteyari yalon ko baro is nako abe baro defend la at all cost wala nan kon to selfish tare anonina the opposition wol fanana karola was selfishness le beje greater good because momo kontela position on bole tala and this is why it's preventing us to come together wala nam ko ale ngan fongol jibe fam fele ndam to bak na kolu jibe Gambianol ngafole the greater good ngafole the interest of the country but how many people genuinely believe in the greater good of the nation? Not many people. It's just lip service. So we have a serious problem. Right now, we have a problem that we are contentious issues mainly along the come to IEC, the voter registration o ka kenyami. Ndol nyanta diamo la walale. Instead of we actually get preoccupied in things that are non-issues for our country. So where are we heading to? You don't even know where to start. Ninga bango dol jibe how they are progressing. Ndola bango we are stagnant. We haven't even started development yet. We cannot even bring in the Third Republic Constitution. We are still stuck with the 1997 Constitution. Constitution kendo from Masamanano. Commission of Inquiry Ketale Jane Commission. Kese mambo jabatu. TRRC kese mambo jabatu. Follow up so mankeno. Another commission, a country of commission of inquiries. Parliamentary Commission of Inquiry lebe can say on Jane Commission. Ni wol fanana la report all bondi. Ntolbe tula nyin commission on la muntu wana ntolbe doko start. In the meantime, diaspora wol bela sonkola. Gambia we jikirin diaspora menna. Because we ought to know better. We are the 8th region. What we contribute economically is more than some of the sectors can contribute towards our GDP. We should be here complementing the efforts of the country in terms of coming up with ideas, productive ideas that would be beneficial to our economic growth. But sadly, if you enter Gambia social space now, what do you see? I will tell you, even those in Gambia are better than us. Ngomeliman tama, meli alongo tumando de havon iman duniaje. They don't behave like the way we are behaving on social media. So do you think there is hope for that country? Because today, we have the luxury not to integrate other communities. That's it in the United Kingdom. Right now in Labour Party, problem balebiji. Hanen anunga British politics follow le. I don't go social media and kill supporters all day they at each other's throats. Well, Anango, we have a long way to go. We'll get out of this bubble, hopefully. But would it be I hope it will not be too late. Today we should be more preoccupied how to come together to make sure nga Adama Barrow arrêté in 2026. Wala nyante kela bela mira nyati. Because na banko be sora jawle. We need a transformative change. We need change me alongo is meaningful. Now, falling the local in 2016, our hopes got dashed within twinkle of an eye. This was not in the script. What we have now was never in the script. When we fought against Yahya Jammeh, we thought we would usher in a responsible government. It was short-lived. Jammeh Adama Barrow hijacked our change. I APRC mol samanang. Animal sano. And not a victim mulla. Victim Jama Babije ni on nito role banta. The likes of Nogonjai, the likes of Sukai Dahaba, Alamane Maninka Forkule. In your nito role tata. Does Adama Barrow care? He doesn't care. Right now, Barrow is worried is what our main agenda is to cross the line in 2026. And again, I'm going to repeat it on Bantaba. Barrow after a dingole ya succeed in 2031. Melata nakumola salam. Memala nakumola salam. That's plan Adama Barrow is working. Should we Gambians allow that? Because only Allah knows, only God knows when economic will leave Gambia. This is what Barrow is planning. Well, a number of the need for us to come together. This is why I spend good chunk of my programs to emphasize this point. For a reason. But whoever wants to listen, fine. If you don't want to listen, we are all our own. We are all grown-ups and adults. Don't do actions that would be regrettable in the future. It can make invest P. Sama, it can will turnover. Today we should invest highly in the need to replace Adama Barrow. And that should be the overall objective of every well-meaning citizen. Let me ask all of us. Ndeko Barrow mambetea. Iteko Barrow mambetea. Ntolfo ngana difference totally, what is natural. But common sense dictates Barrow should be our primary concern. Because if Barrow stays there, you and me continue to live in misery. Abe mol nyawal lale, aba fon consolidate la, aya dingo samanang, aya dundi strategy position. That's what is happening in Uganda now. Uganda la president wa afela dingo ke army kifti. So alinga recalibrate. Our country is in a mess. Nali along the level of destruction Barrow has done to our country, then probably you'll get worried like I am. I'm seriously worried about country. That's why I minimize Purkata TikTok platform Jamato Kakacha. Because we cannot even have a constructive discussion. I'm sorry. Sometimes you listen to some of the programs, you'll feel like you're in a marketplace. Because I watch Nigerian all programs on TikTok. Go and listen to them. But we are like on a discussion, people will just interject each other, just cut each other. Ka kamfa nyobulu, ka kuma dimindingol fo nyoye, kuklire mobe jusoyebo. Opinion-based discussion, ika kamfa monela. Because ikela opinion lefo. You don't find yatafo. Let people separate the wheat from the chaff. But our discussions are so polarized, just like our politics is so polarized right now. And that's why we have Adam Barrow at the helm of affairs. Today, Gambian opposition will be one voice level. Just like Biri diam the ID card cola, UDP diam the ID card cola, SFL diam the ID card cola, Mama Kande diam the ID card cola. That was a good sign. The more we all talk about that, the government gets the message. When your opposition operator, Ahmad Ba is worried because Ahmad Ba knows that the opposition are not taking this lightly. Biri Alhaji Ousainou Darboe the Ahmad about the IEC blue liki wole Ahmad Ba will be panicking the things. I baby ni diamola. Ibe diamola ma ha ni left na chance because it only had the opposition ka kela tapale yalu be close ka dulal be bundal be soron rek. Ika panic le. The next thing ibe muna fola here. Nte malama baro be nyimmen foga mbe winna baro mata jigiri fen namanko tapale yati ani tribalism warna na banko kambak mba folal anu ne gambela social media jibe wotu mulay kala ko the magnitude, or some people will call it politics of identification. Call it whatever you want to call it. The Malvenyola. Some people are still living under this blame game. Ha UDP le coalition otinya, UDP le kelateng, UDP le sambatanja itajang, UDP le ketateng, as if that will benefit our country. Well, Ananko, there is no perfect institution. Jan, nobody is perfect. They say who said income perfect and come from I have a lot of bots. Does it make sense? Maybe sense make. But I'm ko mo fananga di am platform ko kumo be membe fa abeka sense le make. Thank you, Enza ABCC. Only 0.001% Gambians are considered patriotic, making our country pathetic and self-haters. Most people are accomplice to this tragedy we find ourselves in. That's why I said, Enza, most of us are overly selfish. We don't like to. Sometimes you have to understand the bigger picture. Wolon dolni Senegal la difference di. Igamra ni Senegal monto tundu kili. Senegal nana to national interest la. Yeah, jele say right now, President Diomaye Faye and Ousmane Sonko, they are having a misunderstanding with those sotole. Yes. Mafoko eventually they fall out like because Mobuka Samalong, but I think they would manage intelligent. They would manage it better than the Dabo Barrow relationship. Because Barrow was hell bent on staying in president by force. Moment Lota Jang, Maimuna Sise Dabo Leavo, Ako Barrow ko nim president ya nasa sikano dia farmer la basikala dia. Barrow lo be mu lip service leti. Ako fula mo fota sondo mo kono. Barrow ko president ya nasa no abe wulla siran kana adi ANM Dabola. So wobe mu santo kumo leti draw because ni wolo be Barrow sondo mo kono no. Muna nani Alhaji Ousainou Darboe be nyo sabalo 2021. So Barrow ka film $5 is fake. Barrow ma real. But in the same Barrow fongola ko fongon tenga jele ko, we have an easy job for Barrow Bondi in 2026. This is our election to lose. Just like 2021 was the election to lose. Let's not mess it up. Mbal Daniel Mbali Gambianolu. Alinkana Tinyaroke. Alinga Bankoje. The national agenda. Kachalun say different opinions of knowledge. There is nothing wrong. Bi modo ya foko alaji usenu dabole sinjim banko sambano. Ntela jerot. Do fana no ay foko karile sinjim banko sambano. Wala nanka for most of us call ourselves Democrats. Let me tell you one thing. I think the percentage of Gambians that are true Democrats is infinitesimally small. Democracy is not just by calling yourself a Democrat. You have to believe in the tenets of democracy. I remember when I was on Freedom Radio. APRC invited radio to Kanataji. Don't go to APRC radio. APRC radio. Maybe APRC radio, yes, they were enabling the dictator, but it told them far okay. Yes, it have more far. Ndela Jeroto Mome along allegedly Kadele Molfa under his watch. He can support, but young invite, I was having a conversation. I went there. In more for 6-7 years, I was alone, but I said my mind, I said my piece there. It's all like invite, never invite. And that's how politics should be. Political alinga, we should be able to engage one another constructively. Everything has its highs and lows. But at the end of the day, on my own cover, God save our country. Go repeat it many times. Indeed, God save our country. God save the Republic of the Gambia. Why it took us 22 years to remove Jammeh? Because of our reluctance to look at the common denominator. We could have defeated, and I think we defeated him in 2021. In my view, UDP won the 2021 election. But the reason why the victory hijacked it because of the opposition was divided. Wallahi ni United Front Benunje. Alaje Mamar Njai to hand the wokela because silala the ripple effects. Ni woketa. The consequence. Thank you so much, Justice for All TV. I can say I'm not a UDP supporter, but I always enjoy your program because your analysis are always fair and balanced. I believe if UDP comes to power, they will bring a meaningful change to that. Thank you so much. Thank you for your comment. Analysis nyantaka objective. Hey, self-check and self-accountability. Ibukaje momo la rente buka jiko soreto. Ninga momoje ite fongo buke fongo account and go siata Gambian ol kono. Gambians take the luxury to criticize other people, but they don't want to be criticized. You can take Jahali Gambian ol koto back. But they can have a joy, but immediately ite ko ite fongo ketatene rek. Ike jele ko tilo. Yes, it has to be fair. I don't like unfair criticism. Ndiko overlay. But hadama dingo nyanta, a constructive criticism, you take it on the chin. Ndolo UDP ngol fango nyanta menkela. We to take feedbacks and comments. Comment jan nidata most companies ikamonefo feedbacks, you see their comment section, they want feedback. Companies will learn from that. Labour Party, Conservative Party, they have opinions columns, they have feedback column. Well, feedback, we should take it in good faith. We should not see that as a criticism, but as somebody's opinion that we can benefit from. How many opposition parties have that in Gambia? Does NPP even have that? Yeah, NPP criticize, they get angry. Isaja mo nga NPP criticize. There is one NPP supporter on TikTok. I did a video one day. Ha kete man nendi ro for it. And an kaja firode. Who is out of periphery of freedom. Moma nyanto soto ka bula mola ke kaja fika kuma demi ningo foye ka kuma mali horomantaya. Moma nyana horomantaya tindi la mola. But constructively, kaja soto is something that we should encourage. We should listen to our critics. Because if we come to government, what criticism from a warala. What we are witnessing now, it is a tip of the iceberg. Let me tell you guys, ni UDP not for UDP never criticize more than NPP. Take that to the bank. Immediately UDP see the largest Dabo Bank State House the very first day, Dolba Stanlaka criticize. Because what they will do, they will start testing us. Okay, you can never know more about it for akela. So don't you prepare la wolale. Na mindset you prepare la wolale. Look at Labour government in the UK. Biri na ngame la honeymoon period mamra tamira 1 month. 5 stama ibaka faja la fangola mul afangola Labour Party MP so dolu kurumbe la ka radio la ala MP dole ba blast kam. But opinions or meli alonko, to me I like to listen to people with me alonko opinion columns. You give me other side. Mavoko ye mola kwe de ika kangola la de kala kante dibila nak. Wala na wato men ne kala jusenu daba accuse ko ay jane commission asitul wafile moma nga defend de janyen TikTok oto juma la defend more than me nyin TikTok on kata yaay gele fam fo dol fon camera haju to cheikhu sedi la because munekata ika kamala la ke bala me alon ko man soto iko atele jambel asitul wa sang ay jambela ni sol sang mol ba netalo ajla iba fenkala wo sifal kante ay read ndile I was absolutely livid at the time. But Nimoko, for example, I don't support Alaji Usainu Dabo's policy on this and this and this. That shouldn't cause any hoo-ha, in my view, because that's the person's right. Kafoko malani agenda support. But what he would be wrong is Kakamolahara. Walanka discriminate on his age. Ha kebalum. And interestingly, Barova has done a campaign for Alaji Usainu Dabo inadvertently, am I wrong? Because Akawo Malawi president menvo. Sayang atol menga Alaji Usainu Dabo kebal. So Baroya al Jabi lako. Na kebale soto Malawi me alongo yamuruna wale he outperformed. So Baro was even campaigning for Alaji Usainu Dabo. Nalo yalong. Dako Baro. Akadiamole for say from Bukala kamen fongo. Because they go bring a Baro me go Baro is campaigning for Alaji Usainu Dabo. And it's true. Because Baro be more le Jabi can critic show melka foko keba manyana que la president. So I feel like kale ko Malawi. Afo ter ala presentero ye membo indi dindingo samana. Ako dindingo na to man perform na te keba murna ko rek. So Gambia no aligasi diamo banta freng. So melka foko Alaji Usainu Dabo magla munuta Baro tontu na len. Baro def len tontu. Baro mo ne president Malawi 85. Alaji Usainu Dabo doesn't have 85. So I think Baro has put this matter to bed. Yes, Baro diamo ban sa ñi diamo bantale frem ma hani kala ñi diamo mo la ñi TikTok ko tangé buguma degati wax bi yépp ci TikTok because Baro tontu na len ne bay len wax bi because yeen ku ngeena wax ne koku magla amna president bu nek Malawi koku mo ngi ni moy perform better than xalé bi. This is why I don't believe in this age thing. Ki halela ki magla, it is the person mo gëna important, integrity. Niki am pas buga rewam. Niki as long as maynam bi dara jotul ko. Mon na nika president. Wa Gambia nga de diga faso wahi. wala na barona ta al jabe bar sa yembe men kala rek ngana ala Ousainou Darboe diamo lamoy Raka diam on the IEC, and I think that is very, very important. We all listen to that. But I think also somebody on screen auto. We play that and listen to that. Oh.
I don't have to let you financial. Member registration of the agent code. Name Abanda. Janaba Kumasula. Na long, unum last number. Janab now look on the last number. So that we follow the name of Maslan Salon of Maslan. IEC, we put on notice. And now for now, interview with Africa. Because IEC, I don't know like IEC. Panga Yilon, at the carton, for your more registered than interland, so many. You're more registered 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, 10 o'clock. I don't honey more cacato so no eyes. Honey baby mental. Honey baby mental more cacato so the eyes. Kata says one matmas, but I don't come back to the eyes. Min silo. Min kata pesa feta kabang. Ibe mentala kake banta balto. Bebe na kala. Sasa tebe to sasa tebe tebe. Kodi mala subject no kala yak. Ni ya kampu je nyanya men do babe na kala. Ni ngana kala mitaka jube. You may register before 8 o'clock, babe got. You may register after that babe got. And particularly more comment up and Karmanya Kato or Kariko didn't or Karmanya Kariko Bank. But no fraud, okay. In Silo Babe Gardella. So I is in bad put on notice. As well can a song 2026 Catafalo. Nadua Kono song called and Nalbi Sonkala. Menyanta register. Legitimately, I register legitimately. Memman register Alkanaki. But that of them more than that even after presidential election. No le capital. Only at Nanko IEC, Banka Klukla IEC leto, Nya Balikang, Ale Simfa Simfata, Nya Bala, Lansing Lo Dawada. Nala wutu alem aliasi lo men kan ba tu bela ba ba bitu bele bakala wakilo surtout na fondi ko darganyo atel fondi ko atele be ma ko kan abusla atela ajem ma ko ya to serve as agents ka kata integrity of the voter listening. Nobody interferes with this integrity. After the whole exercise, if they didn't display Mekela, I tell you funding Kela, you do okay. Nasi, Allah resources Kata through all the names one by one. The date of the registration, the time. And so when you register that, 5:30 on any day. Balon no tabo ko marama kasama de. Atabe gusumbala la abra aya sabele 5:30. Closing ko na. Yeah. Ine maro. Ya register 7:30 AM. Ya da amang kumas. Ine bono. Yo do ya fakindi. Register ko ka ko wala mu ila sunyar bunda ja. Yeah. Ante ka jai tabo ko Anton City, not to prove finally. Sometimes they see in tableau, I mean, tableau. Alan Mansa, then they attack as but sometimes they see in tableau. Now, see how the first year, Sanjay Tower, potential, but Neo Badasiwa, very Manta Kakim Pangli, Gelman Rajan, Market can you Pangli, not Dimulu, na Mamaru, in Kilo more Bill. Call us Amadada, all of them. And ka propaganda menke madam Sadia Itali ka ko manke to nyaati ko parti so amul parti gambe rek am loolu den ko def rek pour tiimal loo xeli nit bom loolu leen loo xam ne benn dëgga waaye nag su fekkee woon ne United Democratic Party sos rek la woon waaye yow man ñam sax doo ci doon bokka garga boobu du ci doon bokka ak ñeneen mun nga pour gis ne United Democratic Party ilif na réew mi bari na ci joolaay ci manjaago ci wolof ci séeréer yëpp ak doom na xalaat parce que ñëpp liñ gis mooy ne métit yi ñëpp benn métit lañ am te benn métit boobu benn garab lañ am pour faj ko mooy lan mooy carte bi ak génne adama
Okay, jërëjëf kooku may Alhaji Senu Dabo Secretary General Party de la United Democratic Party mbokk yéen a ngi déglu YouTube Online Bantaba comme kaddu yu mu doon wax foofu noonu am na solo affaire IEC pour ñu bàyyi leen xel affaire registration bi we have to be extremely vigilant ñu monitor the registration. This is where we missed actually was a missed opportunity for UDP in 2021. And I think it's very important that party leader emphasized loolu ndaw yi pare leen ñu monitor the voters register ba pare wax na tamit tuuti this affaire yi narrative boo xam ne ñu ngi ko wax si UDP ne parti soose la looloo tax dama dee wax ne di ñaax suma morom parti yi ñoo xam ne dañ leen bokk parti yi yéen si yéen xëy na yéen a ma gën a bëgg a United Democratic Party waaw nangu naa loolu waaye man Seeku Sedile bëgg naa UDP de I love United Democratic Party waaye xëy na yéen a ma gën a bëgg a UDP loolu bañuma ko xëy na yéen a ma gën a yàgg a UDP loolu tamit nangu naa ko waaye man tamit bëgg naa UDP anything lu ma wax pour njëriñu UDP la lu ma def anything loo xam ne dina yàq UDP loolu taxul ma toog fii waaye suñu xam-xam politics dafa ute na political farm ñaa what you see on the surface and what is internal guddi ak bëccëg parti leader bi mu ngi ko wax si waxam bi am na ñu wax ne parti soose la depuis 1996 narrative boobu noonu ñu ngi fiti mais fiti kan and ask yourself this question: how come narrative bi yëpp out of all these parties in Gambia UDP rek lañ tilimal narrative bi musuloo dégg ñu ne APRC parti Joola la musuma dégg GDC ñu ne parti Pël la musuma dégg beneen parti ñu ne parti Olof la da ngeen nga mës a dégg ku ko dégg nga kool fi wax ma dañu war a laajte suñu bopp soo amee narrative si sa boppa bi the best thing you have to be pragmatic, and the approach is common sense. Because ila behavior ni rek ñine akam dale ko ibe tumi kam ko mo boale tata denale sinkilo je bulo ko wala nanka yamaro di people will be bored because I love this party. I want to see a united party government in Gambia, not for people like us, but for the betterment of the country. Nimpalaso dorono se who said limbandan churum benko NPP. Nte I have a principle. But I love UDP. And I like UDP. I want UDP to income. And the UDP leadership found problems. UDP leadership like behavior, you cannot question it. Yes. Because UDP leadership, jumale nana yaje ko UDP leadership fon la nyi diamo ye menkete ye Gambian disappointment. The only person in that country in terms of leadership menka diamo for moli bloke dato wolo Adama Barrow na la cohort solti. Anala ministalu anala enabler sol. But UDP ni la nyato ngol diam da wati ikadiamo bankola corruption o banko be dala la nyame kata. So ndolo supporter sol alenga leader sol makoy to accomplish their goal. Wala nanteka diamo. Because better platform or the use lale for constructive engagement. Ye narrative fulale di UDP la. Me fiti ka monela. Iko UDP ka nendiroke. Iko UDP ka tribalist. These are the two narratives. Am I wrong or right? And they are very unfair. NPP la molu fundita janne ka alaji usenu damo nendir jawol la. Before 2021. Odiol fundita jam. For Alkali Conte, Taramis Akomise Dabo should understand this is part of the game. Let's go down the memory lane. He went to the Serekunda police station. Neither Remolmen Sambaje se humbalo ita police station auto. Ko told they are in power. Ndolmo advantage auto. Ndolne na molmoda. Mvola loyal la kataji. But it will authority kata ni police ni station officer soliaji hey presidential advisor se humbalo nata rek. Yes, simula case ka. But al nana yamo ko NPP mun nandir parti unkal ni ngal mbeka challa. Al nana yamo nyala ka fo NPP mun nandir parti olti. Ibe faare nandir la be faare NPP tem. Ndede kan de criticize le. Ala ko tonya namana moy mo ben nenkam. Bari kan nanetalo ajile iben castigate la e kan nanetalo aj TikTok le nteni mbamba mas iben fenkela nte ningol je fonka jelele gonde ngalo gonde nga banko kan wolti ndafla safur life am but in narrative, and the reason I am even bringing this topic because I'm building it on party leader la diamo ay menefuko iko UDP mu party sosela wax nako ci waxam te lolu amut way narrative la bo xamne mu ci kaw UDP kan moko mëna gëné ma laaj leen kan mo mëna gëné narrative bobu non suñu doxin bi. And that is, we have to be pragmatic. You have to think outside the box to understand what Hussein is saying. If you think within the box, you don't understand. Elections are about perceptions, elections are about narratives, and they are very important. Maybe people will be bored for me explaining. I am going to be talking about this because to me, it matters a lot in terms of voter support. Sometime, even this week, I'm supposed to bring Lamin Sane, who was the OIC CEO or OIC first CEO Barome appointment. Want to talk about the economy, but the Nama appointment cannot follow to talk about Gambia UDP economy policy, and I will bring him here. But we have to work on this. Ndol we are disadvantaged in the sense it can no sikale ka be safintol kumo kan unfairly because we are the biggest opposition. So that's why we become easy target for people. That is the only thing. Adama Barrow kanyim politique nori mo use anala molu ha UDP mu teneti because Barrow alo neko nanata brain la pour ka banko samba he cannot compete UDP sa se UDP samba mdela poto wolom nyim politiko me alo ko doesn't make sense nya ka kamala mola kare beten kare musi fatam fanzelaje ha ni UDP na man ngol ni sidol be that is just mundane politics. But that is what suits Barrow. It doesn't suit UDP. Yes, it doesn't suit us because we are better than that. We are too decent for that. Our leadership, I'm talking about our leadership. Jumalwe UDP National Executive me bafala ko a lot of podium moto like kuma fa manyana men fola. Ntol fon la jan diaspora jan na nyaton kol na leader soul. Jumala na moje jabe kuma fola isafa he bar kare fana in disappointment. Ala fonye. Men na diaspora leadership wala. Hatije. You will never see UDP found wanting of that. So al nga ñoo makoy na diamo to mando ate diala dole and but nte wala na doko I'm doing my job. I will do my job. Wala na source ko ñiko baro cabinet meeting wala commandi manka man kunda minister be fatte ni motol. How many petrol liters of petrol you all jani all the way minister they all drove kata manka man kunda just to have a cabinet meeting there because abala you mean the people store. Mwana Baroma for vice president of a cabinet meeting on your chair and save the country waste of resources. Minister be travel fat ilani motol ka essential use nyami. It even made the people taller. Vice president is there for vice president of a cabinet meeting on chair. But no. Kodo buka bala poso kono. Alga bala fa soto na banko e. Melaino yela la sign. Ni mo mel after your call ke. Kajarek so kutale sign is 90 minutes to 11. Albela mako yiti online banta bala current affairs shola. I hope aliena fa soto jing nanying nonsense nga men for bantaba. For some people probably it's absolute garbage. For some people it's not garbage. But meli alon ko fanang yameleko is nonsense fanang. Democracy bawle nyama. Maybe one other day I will talk sense. But ngala ino yele jale saying take few callers more left the diamo on this topic. Amad bala nyin diamo kafo moli ko ikana sila yada kaitol nyini scary and but Ahmad Bar doesn't care about respecting the laws of the country. But the onus is on the opposition to be vigilant, to do our work, to make sure Nkana Luntan will allow Melialongo, they are not supposed to get the voter's card to get a card. On that note, I'm going to wrap up the show tonight for on another edition of Current Affairs Show. Mbal Tentola Mbal Jaila. So Mbela on Yella the Nimol Manango program will close. At least I have passed my message. Okay. We will use this platform for constructive discussion. That's what Komen Nyanja Yebenfo. Kachau Diamo, it doesn't add value to a country. And it will never add value to a country. So I will check whether there are few. Okay, somebody was sending a request. Ning more my request to start, and then I will terminate the show here until we meet again. Thank you so much for your time. Music will play the morning.
Ale fonsaje de. Ale fonsaje. Ale fonsaje. Ale fonsaje. Muna dabo sanka baluo. Ale fonsaje. Mbe useni dabo julalema. Ale fonsaje.
Abaraka.
Seko ngeke dugate ngeke ibuka khori ibuka tay ibuka bata ibuka continue la drong ibuka men kan drong iblis tabe may bolo seka
Yeah.
Alhamdulillah rabbil alamin tento ala boto ito kana mo mola tille yana ti mosi isanam tento bake
and I mentioned the green struggle of
Yeah.
because in the Katana, Moton yo, is a green struggle of water, the Lord in the Hanati. And it's a young Mansia.
Baraga.
We man get some Bafalan town too. We man get some Bafalan town today. You need from the Neglis or the Yada or Walatina. You send double Alamiro. Another long come. Wallahi, Hussein Dabo Gambia Nintendo Benyan Yakalala. Tomorrow, Maya Longa, I damn Muta, I order Muta, I blister as a main case. Want to tell me I'm a sitting out of Bunkono. Some of them in the other I am Barobo of Tenlama, or all of the other I am Barobo Dilala. Who I had dabbled the gun of wood. But I attend the gun barrel of cap of course, instead of that in the Gambia. Water Mena. Water later had been to the patio. So when I'm moving in the Yaman, who sent double only of production also. Gambia. Wala tun na politician bindul ñu utema de te dala men na Gambia ko côté ndela men na woro ñu ko ndela la nay alfalda men yalon ko yokunu miro to le di miro to andu e ka sama fana na future e ka banku di na future mira ila sino bali a te ko le Sepo onentere biɗi mel har valede
mbaɗo
sako jim mel yalon bi men yalon ko moto ñimma sifal men ɓe filde tampolo woni man ɓeddi polo won hakkilo ɓe ɗon wonde kan ñil bi ñille ñil yeɓɓiya diya dele koto ka tum polo a tartan vice président ne ay vice président yatugole gambire kono atele ɓe second in command min barote jee so dumala ba ko Usain Dabo bam man sa ya Gambia ko bar Usain Dabo la man Usain Dabo tela no la nim Gambia diulu aya ke Gambia be ate Gambia tu no la tay ni mo sifal mel be Gambia ko Gambia al hal sifal ne wala ta tu no la tay mbe wala e sifa ya ba min jata ke
amin ya rabbi
ko ala satinna malo abe kala dum menna 2026 ni ala yen ko fonga UDP government day banku
inshallah
wono na kan de dum so me ya don ko alhamdulillah
bakijara ide fa ina e join the UDP le bang
la
e join the formally bang ko ma join furo bari noise bale kana ila side de kijara noise bale kana ila side de
ya noise mo bale kana
ilo silole kanteng
ha meslole kam mo bale be kanna
okay
abar sai be kana very loud and clear
non ka fo ene ko ite fo muntu bale be join the UDP formally
seku mone sifa me muta nanyen tato na disappointment bale so me ya non ko awara ka batte because ita fala yun bla fato janne ila UDP banta ba jang no tal mi diamo na tal na fradu tal mi pro janne wono ko lapane ate lapana la ninna to wato ay ate amin pakawla asanture yende la bol be samba ngata UDP ni wo kontano nim parele bo ta jang mo le mira kandro parkas ngame ko salbe ani ku ya ataka le fondo ku man dia ataka le fondo ku ni ko yare na ba la samira ko ani kenne man tar kere na ko mbe dikirin fonni kera wa nyamen na mbe dikirin ka ko yudi be sito de la na handa ya dra de kera sanji dum nala o sanji annala bi yudi be sito ci ba ben di layna mo le je membe nakam ala tan la be maro ko no mo le je membe nakam ate yam ta ya do tinya ta be tinya ay Gambia di la na ya me ya lon ko banda di ya tufala man Gambia di jong ko de sol wallahi foro wallahi billahi talla wol be dale to tayene re mo ma mira ka do mun kala so mo men mira ka do kala te a mira bi nin kala ma place o bi tale bela bi wallahi ala ko fo mo kadi ye ko take ala
mbado but is a model talo no fana ye samba party leader ya join without hanata ateme samba je model si samba no jele right
because muna ketanna because you look like a fat
oh I Hitler okay okay ay sokle dal
at least akita nyaw ne hana tra be la ni sin din ki do fa
mbalo
mo di na dulato nga kibilije na bor fana ni na bar ahansa ya amantambi ni ala amantambi ni ala kitala ube kale
inshallah
bari ite bi nga useni da mo kuma kawal moy kere fatu wallahi seku sebi ni fo nyaajo la fa bolanna wato men na ba fo ka ko baro na la masa kunda ye hina gambian ko la to nyaat ye bala fa gambian ko be toral ni ay akoya ni ye lira ye dara si million talul ni senta yo dundi din karam moto warante ya dundi Sénégal la ko la engrais isa for free ben ta kunda ta dina free ganne be tala ya ken tan la ko ba fo ani kuma ken tempo mo be benga non ko ante kala woto alamu ale so ila hormona bar ko sabu
amen ya rabbi
ni ala kita
okay kijara ite bana Gambia la right now e ba meje so ye molla mo be mutarin Gambia nol bulu Gambia nol be parere falendiro la bang
di cheikh said ni tato Gambia ko le toro ren ko Gambia tindan na singa nyaaja bar Gambia ko be toraren ne
de so baro man support so do banko kan
baro mo fonen bolon kono mo
ha bari bolon kono mo problem le right bolon kono
bari info bolon kono mo problem mo ti bar to nyaka nyaabe da men bolon kono ya jamme wata men do ya jamme kelo no bolon kono ko to nyaabe
ha ya ka rofa ya jamele
ifemba be ka fi ya jamme
bari combo le carte aussi ata
yo kambo la carte siata son delbe men dal mbadi bolon kono ko lu ba wonu be da men jamaabe je won man ko kalamita jamaabe je won man ko kalamita
ibe toje kadde ide ba bolon ko
men fana ni ko kalamita men fana ni ko kalamita won ta kan ndo siran ni men yalon ko won man ko kalamita so bitu wonna mo so be keri bolon ko do be je fana won fana be je won ya mi ran ko vi baro doro ka tanta ko so won boye juma non be baro le bari itanya taro fanga banko fanga la simpri sabo aka kama nyame na fa jamabe be ni ima faham ba kede banko la economy fa me yete fora fanga be won ma won ya be ko nan be for be serli kan be san be serli anin fana bolon ko kama na le fana siya
Gambia tamana okay but ninga bute combo that wobe bolon kono hani bolon kono fa mamera barobe dulabe winna de
hani bolon kono fana sai mol go te nyambe na sai mol go te jirale
ha
baro me tay kuma kensen ko la me ya ko na fantala adu kuma kensen fola banko la trillion so le wala fi kan sai le tembo mento seku ni mira banko be al halo men de million le ka billion le ka trillion to le wala ka kuma sai ni banko ne me ya lon ko am hanin de le rota dan fancy am hanin de le sa ko fancy de le sa ko halma am ni million to mun de renjan dan de pam ko ni mira banko mun ne de ko mon bu datari hanin man boto ne man boto ko mon ka sima ne ko konto inta kale tano to man ngi yaji ko la ngatre mon de dan def couranto sa siati di fatar bi
abaraka kejara I would love to hear from you but noise be sharing je back maybe another time yeah man thank you so much for your call okay abaraka we stop it there now thank you so much, Kejara. All on a collective member, Holland. Abe silole kanteng. Apologies for the noise, guys. Now abe silole kanteng, so the noise is coming through. But abe about Gambia recently. Louis Jata. Ibu kan to spell tende. Ntebu kan to spell tende. Nto spell kuke yamai. Sako Sedili. I don't spell my name like that. Okay, welcome to the show. We dance with Bang. Okay, Abla, you go ahead. Abla, be mute, Rene. Ibenyali, how are you? Koral fana yamanda sumari. Yeah, Dolaja me sumari back at the man.
November 20. Yeah, I was at the football boy. I can't put it outside.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, Sumaya si back at the Kunun being Gabo. Wow.
Football around quarter past 5 to 6:30.
Yeah, apply a football again.
Dima.
I did my always I'm a footballer.
Yeah, I don't play football now. I used to.
Sai ke ba ka dale ma wete football ka no apply. Yeah?
No, I have an ankle problem, but I can always play.
Okay. All right, what's up?
Yeah, alhamdulillah.
Okay. So ela modung ngadi amata la kuto follow ya Jammeh. Do you believe that Jammeh is coming or not? What's your take?
No, he can come because
no, I know he can come, but would he come?
No, he will not come. He can only come with the government agreement.
Ngo mbara ngala APRC call for Tony ni pareta because mo dole kuma fonye jan left.
When Jawara was coming, and Jawara, I don't know why I'm going to interview. I found to feel that I'm not thinking that I'm not there. Then you have to play Brahma and it's a bit challenging. Right now, Baro, I don't like him, but I tell you.
Barialo apply dole konyo yari membele wo fail kudita men kera num malu jumale la kudita kera fo 30 December yalo menekere yalo ya Jammeh. Okay, maybe APRC call they will come after me when I say this ngalo be Jammeh bari be nyum folale dole konyo ko iko am fit to de kaka diam lede iko Jammeh diam kensen iko baraba hani so so iko menekere yalo biri o kudita kera Gali ya Jammeh aso ko ye blanye clearly ala senior command ni kay everything is fine. Iko Jammeh musa ko ni Mauritanian commando ma escort tita anu to jalo ko bring you yo fo ko this is true because Mauritanian commando le escort na. Iko he was reluctant like ko ni Mauritanian commando ma escort ko yaro ko Jammeh musa la ni diam kas.
More Barbara, I don't, I'm going to I believe in Samuel Doe and Gaddafi. Samuel Doe, we have all chance to go out of Nigeria. Gaddafi have the same chance. He will die in Libya, he's not going anywhere. So Jammeh, I could go around 2 years, but I got one left of peace, no, I'm
Iba tonye na rezabi APRC Goldman and Nova.
War in Gambia because I communicate what you know. So I can follow that piece the one I feel. No, I don't believe in that. But in a more serious note, as in the government they put the amount to know about. It shall not known as an expert. I mean, Marco and reconciliation, justice and reconciliation. Yeah, to move on. But I can't put him in thing. I think, and I'm pretty Jammeh now when you're as he all one soul body, because boy, there are a lot of soldiers.
Oh, Melba come for Agama.
They are better than soldiers than Jammeh. Some of them from one boy Jammeh time as soldiers, they can't be as the police in December. They don't like it. They would die in So these people are in the Gambia. And if I want to train, if I need to it doesn't work like that. Jammeh na, and in sitting government in the Diabola, Diamu, I know Gambia. It will help Gambians now moving forward. Justice and reconciliation. They are giving one again. But government been on a Kenya now. You cannot force yourself, as some force law. For not running government game of play government I apply in forward. Yeah, maybe that can happen because government can't trust them.
Okay. So apart from
administration, one among chapter to reconciliation, really justice and reconciliation, step me along go, better program on basis. At a political, political interest them for us stay in power. At a whole miracle done. That's when you banko about the friend one president in like justice case. Diamu, like this happen in other countries, like in Ghana, based on African the political way, it can happen. But he don't. The Boro don't have time for that. So they them another gender, what I said I'm not gonna do.
Yeah, but y'all politically, Jamaica fonte sonna, nyinte sonna ina because of a barola political base le fonte tala bulu. So there is a lot of complexity about this situation. So yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Y'all more me understand. No more dole gani analysis ke I Africa. That person was spot on. Baro the reluctance Baro is showing in Jamenata, APRC, ala supporters or ala party in Fengala. So that's why at the Sirif, is it Sirif Abba? Is it Sirif? There is a lot of noise for Sirif Lomba.
Baro, there's a collision a collision of let's say the minister established GDC.
How about a GDC level? People aside.
So if you look at Dr. Yasar over the CA.
Wala party over exist kaneba. Oh, that party is dead.
No, maybe. Fabakari and Sidin Jai, and the a simple strategy. So near major forum. Well, I want to discuss on that.
Okay, apart from Jamaica, what do you have to say?
No. One of that UDP like focusing because UDP like focusing political for 2026. I never want be a more than for that.
I see monitor.
Yes, I see monitor and then only for it to go home and then you can make sure, we defend the victory because victory is not 2021, so I'm sure it's like 2026. With a coalition, what we be there about it.
So, Ablai, do you believe in coalition or you believe that UDP can do it alone?
Yeah, I believe in coalition. They are coalition of better than more than better for the country. That's a genuine and sincere coalition. Whereby the number they given because political numbers, party-led coalition.
Party-led, yeah.
Everybody fully paid. So someone document form and signed, signed. Last recently, the woman came out. There's partner because at the time she have a signed copy.
Oh, I got signed copy, Babule.
Yes, I'll interview at Peter Gomez. I'll copy, time, no. She had the signed copy, but with all that brouhaha in those days, a couple of years ago, that woman could come out and show the journalists that the thing was signed and they see copy. Sister we so the mama on the Korea I understand. But see the interview said about Jabika. I don't know. It's a short clip. But he was talking about that signed copy that she had about Bulle. So more understand because now because like Davo said it was not signed. No way that would do. My father it was signed. If I remember, so would be focused, but I was signed copy by Bulle. Definitely, she was a stakeholder and a big player in the coalition also. So I know copy finder Nukatani Gamarona copy in February until this year, 2025. I was still, I don't know, really. I understand why. You know, from Cairo to Water, Kamul Patro, because it's not illegal.
Yes, yeah.
I kept it till today. You can afford going to 26 election. You can afford when you want because we have a room with all of the particular.
Agavara me patiola, Gambio, okay, you go.
Do you know about this party? People transformative, I don't know, transformation.
Hang over a particular bit in Bara, Marijaman, anybody. Thank you.
Because I saw like that lady, Empress was saying this is a new party, this is this, and I'm like, okay.
Gamole de Sella Jambi, Mama Dol selected by mistake.
Website, I show they write very nice, everything very nice there. But then, I need to sit near more people.
Anyway, are you going to say something?
Do you know anything about this party?
No, Manfen Long in particular Koto. No. Abaragabla, thank you so much. We Niman Diamo, then it's better you drop immediately. If you don't we. Okay, I think I'll drop you way. If you for long, but I will drop you now. Abla, Abaragabaka, thank you so much. Yamai. Yeah, Baraga so good it's almost past 11. Thank you. Okay, well, I got an colleague to apply. Sorry, I found UDP member to apply. Dabo. Of an opinion of the. But I want to Baltin to back and Baljela. So good as I right now is past 11. So, me dol seleta na never ngame ni wol dol nga dole je wo seleta jaw be diam la ma kalam ta fanga be online but ngalam dra realize ko be online rek ani mbori vale drop off. TikTok is very, very one has to be very careful with TikTok because sometimes case delay TikTok from like a mol selendi just like that. I have seen okay nga modol fana but ngamera ñunu I don't think maybe TikTok lay selendi so but let me see nin TikTok is selendi be jilale okay TikTok lay kedo
Assalamu alaikum
realist ibe ñaadi dembo ibe ñaadi thank you you love to contribute la Abaraka. Thank you. Abaraka, realist, I think you also don't want to say something. I'm going to wrap up the show right now. So, phone in Benta Janko on YouTube online Bantaba. So, nga doli de wol kasele TikTok like all selling the wall market TikTok di am lalti. Okay, ala baraka. Thank you.
Ale fonsaje de. Mna dabo sanka baluo. Mbe useni dabo julalema. Juloka man la maje. Ni aja man la maje. Suluo simbeneleda. Useni mansata. Alale ya mansandi. Mbaro da bodima. Mbaro da bodima. Numukunda da bodima. Alale bate jola. Mansole bate jola. Ale fonsaje de. Mna dabo sanka baluo. Mbe useni dabo julalema. Juloka man la maje. Ni aja man la maje. Suluo simbeneleda. Useni mansata. alale amansa andi
ale fonsaje
mbaro da bodima
ale fonsaje
mbaro da bodima oy
ale fonsaje
enu mukunda da bodima
ale fonsaje
alale bate jola
ale fonsaje
masole bate jola
ale fonsaje
aye gambia bondi bata kono
ale fonsaje
maje molu bele se wota
ale fonsaje
alabe nyinkera.
Okay, I'm batting all the program or terminate legend. Thank you so much to the viewers that came to watch this very interesting show tonight. And we'll continue the conversation on YouTube Online Banter. Inshallah, next week we will be back again on the same platform, talking about national issues, talking about things that matter to the people. It can be made a progressive discussion. YouTube Online Banter is not going to be part of any retrogressive discussion. Be rest assured of that. We will maintain the things that matter to the progress of our country. That is what I'm here for. And I will continue to propagate that message across. That's what will make the Gambia a better country. Anything else, in my view, is pure distraction. Allah barakatuh. Thank you. On that note, good night. Allah barakatuh.
Ale fonsaje de
ale fonsaje
ale fonsaje
ale fonsaje
nada bosanka baluo
ale fonsaje
mbe useni da